minutes away from deciding who is the 4A state champion of the state of Texas. West Orange Stark, of course, defending that title here at College Station this afternoon. 14-7, the Mustangs lead it, and they are on another drive. 2nd down and 5. The ball is at the 33-yard line of Rockwall. And again, it is Rhodes and Brown in the backfield. That is Rhodes. No, Lewis keeps it himself. Fumble. Did Brown pounce on it, or does Rockwall have it? It appears that Brown was able to slip on top of that one.
Boy, but a whole lot of hesitancy that time by Lewis. He didn't know whether he wanted to turn the ball upfield or if he wanted to pitch the ball to the trail man, Brown. It's going to the short side of the field, so you don't have much to work with. See, he hesitates right here. And when he does, he gets popped from behind. The ball comes loose, but Brown is in the right place to pick it up. Marcus Hebert, Brian McCormick, I should say, there to make the hit.
3rd and 3 from the 31, and Lewis tries to do it on his own. Faked the handoff up the middle and then followed the back through. It's going to be close.
This is the kind of game you like to see, though, for a state championship. You know, you don't want to see one too lopsided in either direction. You like to see it close and within reach of either team to in the 4th quarter have a shot at it, and that's what we've got this afternoon here at Kyle Stadium. Going to bring the chains across.
Oh, just by the nose of that football. It was very close. But Lewis gets the 1st down for the Mustangs. The drive is still alive with 11:02 left in this game.
The thing that they've been able to do in the 2nd half is just a mirror of what they did in the 1st half. Eat up time. They haven't put the points on the board, but they've eaten up so much time. Rockwall just hasn't been able to get that many plays off.
Eric West checks in at the tight end spot for West Orange Stark. Michael Collins is wide right. Pitch back to Brown, left side. A lot of orange jerseys over there, and Brown picks up 3.
Brown has 16 carries for 84 yards. Unofficially in the ball game.
That's a pretty good game for Brown. For the season, he's averaging right at that 80 yards a game. 1,119 yards coming in for Terrence.
Yeah, but what makes it that much more enticing, he's only a junior. So you get him again, and when you can get a couple of state championships under your belt and just be a junior.
Smith and Tazzino on this side. Both receivers in. Lewis keeps it himself, though, close to another 1st down. Oh, Tremaine Lewis showing some outstanding athletic ability on the option.
I think what's also setting up the option is the way that they're designing the play, getting 2 wide receivers out to the right. As a defense, you've got to worry about those being legitimate receivers, so you've got to shift your coverage to that side. Then you run the option to the same side. And Lewis, as you say, just a good ball handler. He knows when to tuck it. He knows when to pitch it. And that time, big gainer. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
Marvis Brown comes out off the offensive line. The handoff to Brown. Easy 1st down. The Mustangs inside the 20. Mike Grigsby does get the tackle off the defensive line, but not until Brown was able to pick up another 3.
Rockwall 16-yard line. 1st and 10.
Take a look. Here it is going off the right side. It's just a straight handoff to Brown. But you look at it, and he could have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. He could have been stopped by a linebacker. But sheer determination, a good 2nd effort, putting the hand down, lunging forward, gets the 1st down.
Well, a good lunge by Jim Bob Avon and Brian McCorvey off that offensive line as well. 1st and 10. The handoff again to Brown, and he does the same thing. Runs right up the back of his offensive lineman and picks up a good 5.
You can see that Jim Bob Avon and Brian Corby and the guys across the front, including Marvis Brown, you see him number 79. What they're doing is it's a quick handoff, so they're just making contact and driving their feet. They don't want to stand up. They don't care if they're on the ground. Even if they're crawling on all 4s, it's push the lineman back.
And West Orange Stark needs to get in the end zone here. They have given up too many opportunities. With just a 7-point game, anything can happen. The handoff to Brown, he only gets about 1, close to the 10-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
It can come back to haunt you if you too many times you knock on the door and you don't go on into the end zone and you leave it only a 7-point difference. It can come back to haunt you late in the ball game.
Mike Grigsby is really getting a workout on that defensive line right now. That's where West Orange Stark, that's the guy they are picking on, it looks like, as they continue to run Brown to the right side of West Orange Stark's offensive line. 3rd down and 4 now at the 10-yard line. 7:45 left. Rhodes and Brown in the backfield. Lewis takes it himself. This time he does not get it as David Gaffney is in there to collar him just inside the 10. So now it'll be an interesting situation as Dan Hooks sends in his kicking team on 4th down.
Gaffney looks like he's been shipwrecked. I mean, the guy's got rags hanging all over. This is the new look, the layered look here. But he did a great job that time. Coming up, fills the hole, takes the pitch man, actually takes the option man, which is the quarterback. He's got the option and drops him. Hooks going for the field goal. They're going to mark it down at the 17, 27 yards into the wind.
This time it gets across the line of scrimmage and across the goalpost. So West Orange Stark builds themselves a small cushion as the field goal is good by Russell Turkel. And now West Orange Stark has boosted themselves to a 10-point lead with 6:56 left. The Mustangs on top of this one, 17-7. Turkel with the kickoff, another short one, and this time Keith Williams takes it. The reverse, McCormick with the football, and he is swarmed under at the 25. They're going to give him to just about the 26-yard line as Rockwall tries to make something happen on the kickoff return.
Give some credit to the special teams that time, because you can get snookered if you don't watch it. But Quentin Tizino was down there. He's an experienced hand. He hung his ground and dropped McCormick. And of course, a 27-yard field goal gives West Orange Stark now a 7-point pad with 5:43 left to go.
Hand off to Burleson. Pretty good yardage as he fights his way across. Quentin Tizino finally comes up to knock him down. And the Mustangs up by 10, 17-7, 6:35 and counting. And you kind of get the feeling now that you may find out just what kind of offensive pass offense this Rockwall team has with Andy Holland at the controls, because they're going to have to start moving it down the field pretty rapidly, I would think. The I formation, and it is more this time. Good hole around the right side. He'll have enough for a first down, but not much more than that.
This is a classic example of a good defense. You trail the ball down the line of scrimmage. You never give them a chance to turn the ball up. And that time, the entire left side of the line, Hebert and Allen and Deering, they went down the line, nothing there.
1st and 10 Rockwall, the 37-yard line. And Holland tries to get it to Burleson, but that one was a loss of a couple. You know, we really haven't talked much about Todd Dodge. He is on the sidelines of this Rockwall team, and this is a very important day for the Port Arthur native.
Yeah, well, it's super to be back. You know, it's kind of very ironic that it's 7 years to the day we played the state championship game my senior year on July 19th, and we're back again. We're kind of in a different role. The team I'm involved with now, the first time I played state championship, we were big favorites and got beaten. And this